The Threads and Spinons theory negates the traditional spacetime theory, particularly as described in Einstein's general relativity, by rejecting the concept of spacetime curvature and time as a fourth dimension. Instead, it describes the universe using only three physical dimensions, where forces and phenomena are explained through thread tension and spinon dynamics. Here's a detailed breakdown of the negation and the mathematical framework supporting it. Time as a derived concept. In the Threads and Spinons theory, time is not a dimension, but a derived measurement of motion or thread tension changes. The progression of events is due to the interaction and alignment of threads and spinners, not the warping of spacetime. Instead of spacetime, the theory uses thread networks and the movement of spinons within these networks to define relationships between events. Gravitational forces without curvature. Gravity is explained not by the curvature of spacetime, but as a result of tension in the threads that connect masses. This tension pulls objects toward each other and scales with mass and distance according to a redefined thread tension equation. Absolute reference frame. Unlike general relativity, which treats all motion as relative and time as variable, the Threads and Spinons theory posits an absolute reference frame determined by the alignment and structure of the threads. All forces and interactions are relative to this universal thread network. Mathematical proofs and equations. 1. Thread tension equation. Gravity is defined by the tension in the threads. This contrasts with the general relativity formula, replacing spacetime curvature with measurable thread tension. Spinon dynamics and energy transfer. Spinons, rotating elements of threads, mediate forces and determine energy exchange rates. This formula shows how energy and motion emerge from spinon interactions rather than spacetime warping. Thread tension wave propagation. Wave propagation through thread networks replaces gravitational waves. This equation describes the speed of tension waves in threads, similar to gravitational waves, but derived from thread dynamics. Light and time redefinition. Light's frequency and speed are defined by thread vibrations. This formula redefines the time dilation effect in relativity as a function of thread tension changes, not time stretching. Thread interaction over distance. The theory mathematically defines the growth of the universe without spacetime. This formula negates spacetime expansion by describing physical thread growth instead. Key experimental predictions. Nonlinear gravity. The thread tension model predicts slight deviations from general relativity in extreme conditions, such as black hole environments or during neutron star mergers. Constant wave speed. Unlike spacetime curvature, tension waves are predicted to propagate at a constant speed, measurable by experiments like LIGO. No time dilation. Observed phenomena like GPS time adjustments are explained by thread tension gradients, not variable time rates. By redefining gravity, energy, and light as outcomes of thread and spinon interactions, the Threads and Spinons theory negates spacetime theory mathematically and conceptually. The absence of time as a dimension simplifies the framework while making testable predictions, offering an alternative to spacetime curvature with more intuitive, three-dimensional explanations.